Sup guys, my name is Justin and I'm joined with Nate.
What's up everybody?
And today we are going to be explaining to you why we get incredibly frustrated with this figure and why it is a piece of steaming poop. It's a piece of poop. This figure, also known as Bad Batch number 6, Captain Rex, is officially a Black Series blunder. I hate this figure, kind of with a burning passion, if I'm going to be honest. I think for what the character is and this release, I think this is one of the worst figures in the entire line, Nate.
I would definitely be inclined to agree with you, and I own the damn thing.
You do.
But, you know, I have to buy certain figures for science, and I bought this one initially when it came out, but yeah, this Bad Batch Captain Rex, initially a lot of people were very excited about this because when it came out, it was in a time where just like today, where the original Captain Rex, which is a Black Series banger.
That's a banger.
Super hard to get, impossible to find,
Yes.
very expensive on the aftermarket. So a lot of people were very excited about this Bad Batch version because they could finally get a Captain Rex. But we are going to tell you in this video why this Bad Batch version is not at all even close to being a substitute for the original red and black box release.
First things first, Nate. I believe this released in 2021. And this was around the trend of deluxe cause blank. And this time around, they didn't even stretch the box out to trick you into purchasing, thinking it's a deluxe figure and making that purchase. This figure went up and it was randomly $30. Why? Is it because of the paint? I'll tell you right now, no. Is it because of the soft goods? Plenty of other figures in mainline have soft goods, and they're just mainline. Why?
Well,
why is it $29.99?
Here's the difference, Justin. Not only do we have the soft goods poncho, but we also have the soft goods comma. So we're paying for the double soft goods on this guy this time around.
That must be it. It probably is the poncho.
Yeah.
But it just sucks to see a standard figure be deluxe. I mean, it's a clone trooper. Is this the only deluxe clone trooper we've ever gotten in the line?
Yeah,
I think so.
I would say so. I mean, of course, it's not officially dubbed a deluxe figure, but the $29.99 price point would insinuate that this is a deluxe figure. So, yeah, I think I would have to say that this is the one and only deluxe clone. And boy, oh boy, what a stinker.
Yeah, so we have an absurd price point. When this figure was first revealed, I do remember a little bit of discourse around the look of the plastic. And now that we have it in hand, and we've had it in hand for years, we can confirm this is an inferior quality of plastic. We kind of call this cake frosting plastic, very similar to the quality of the orange and blue line Sand Troopers versus the quality of the Sand Trooper that comes with the dewback. Just this weird, like, off-white, dull, like, undefined, if that makes sense. It just looks so smooth.
No.
It's hard to articulate into words, but it just looks like frosting.
Yeah.
And specifically with this Rex, especially if you compare it, which I'm sure you will with the photos, with the original Masterful Rex, it has this like off-white cream color on top of the inferior cake quality, cake frosting plastic. Why is it cream colored?
Yeah, it falls into the, there's a couple random clones that are cream colored. Not just like the 187, but there are a couple other clones that are this weird, slight off-white where when you're looking at it by itself, you're like, it looks fine. But then you put it up next to something like the original Captain Rex and you're like, oh, this looks like it's been sitting in a smoker's house for about 10 years. Whereas this just looks perfectly fine and perfectly normal. So, yeah, the really high price point just for the soft goods poncho, which, you know, the poncho is removable, but I'll tell you right now, it's a pain in the ass to get off.
Okay.
And it's also a pain in the ass to get back on. So I don't even know if, you know, like when I take the pictures for this video, I'm probably not even going to take it off just because it's going to be a headache. But there are some things, though, underneath the soft goods that we do have to talk about as well. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll just get some stock photos for the out of poncho look. But yeah, the cake frosting plastic. This is another prime example of poop troop weathering.
Yeah, I have seen some people say the weathering is superior to number 59. I'm just like,
no,
like,
not even in the slightest. This weathering here, well, it is nice to see weathering, especially these days, but it just doesn't look good. It's so random. It's so splotchy.
It's poop smeared on. It's nothing like Rex, the number 59 Rex, where the weathering is so subtle, but it's blended into the entire figure, where he just looks like he has this layer of grime. And it isn't just this stark, you know, whitish, creamish color, and then just random splotches of poop smear, which Commander Wolf has it, Luke Skywalker, Death Star, the Target one, where he has the slick back, wet hair. That's classic poop troop. And this Rex, I definitely classify as a poop troop. It's horrible. Dot matrix weathering.
Yep. I mean, even just look at the belts. Look at the belts.
Yep.
The Bad Batch Rex is pure, clean white. And then the original one has just such wonderful, nice, subtle weathering to it that really makes those sculpted details pop out at you.
100%.
And then on this one, you know, the whole figure's dirty. You're telling me Captain Rex has seen battle. He's totally dirty, but his belt is completely clean and his holsters are completely clean. That just doesn't make sense for a clone trooper who's seen combat and that would have this kind of weathering on the figure. The belt would have dirt, grit, and grime on it as well. So it's another example of, you know, you could argue that, again, Deluxe cuz paint, but they didn't paint everything on the figure.
Right, and the paint that is on there is bad.
Yeah.
It is straight up poop troop status. Another thing, let's get into the helmet a little bit. We have, this is a result of prototype images, concept art. This figure is also just wildly inaccurate, and I mean wildly, like some pretty big pieces. Inaccurate. So on the helmet we have the binocs. For no reason, he is not seen in that arc of the Bad Batch with the binocs. It's just on there for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And then there is a missing blue pauldron.
Yep.
That number 59 has, the beautiful blue and black pauldron. And it's replaced with this smaller miniature version of a pauldron, but it's just a dull gray. And I'm like, what is this supposed to be?
I mean, it's essentially what you see the black part on the original Rex, just minus the blue. So it just looks really odd. You know, anytime you see Rex in Bad Batch without the poncho on, he has the pauldron.
Right.
It's there. So really inaccurate to the actual design that we see in the show. So that's always a huge issue. And what else we have going on, just to kind of jump back to the paint for just a brief moment.
Okay.
Something we noticed right before we started filming was the blue outlines on this figure are photoreal applied as well with the dot matrix technology. Something I did not notice until you were like, dude, even the blue tracing on the figure is photoreal applied, and it looks so bad. And as you guys can see from the photos, my Bad Batch Rex has a horrible helmet, like very bad QC.
Yeah.
It's not a good helmet anyway. But mine in particular looks just abysmal.
Yeah.
And it's a frustrating figure. It's one of those things where, you know, I don't know why we don't have another Captain Rex in the line a straight re-release of the original figure, and it bums me out that so many people bought this figure and this is probably their Captain Rex on the shelf.
Right, because this one is like such a masterpiece for the time, and this one is so bad. I mean, another thing to point out, that one has a glossy, shiny, sweaty face.
Classic.
Number 59 has a matte finish on the face. People defend that one, man. They say it's not. I literally saw a Reddit post. I won't call anyone out because I don't want to hate on anyone's creativity, but I saw a Reddit post that was like, this Bad Batch Rex is not as bad as people say. And then they just listed like 10 things that they had to modify about the figure. I'm like, okay, so basically you stripped down that Rex and you turned it into number 59. Like, that's what you did. They're like, I had to take acetone to the whole thing, completely re-weather it, take the binocs off, do this and that and this and that. I'm like, okay, so basically you made a number 59 a superior Rex.
Well, yeah. Because at the end of the day, it is on the same body. It is the Rex Bly body.
True.
So the nice things that we have to say about the proportions, about, the better articulation for the elbows, they do apply to this figure, but I think
For sure.
overwhelmingly all of the issues with it far outweigh.
And when you think of just how good this one is, why isn't that one on this level if that came after this one? And we just told you why. It's the random $29.99 price point. It's the cake frosting, lower quality plastic. It's the horrible poop troop weathering, the inaccurate binocs, the inaccurate and straight up missing blue pauldron, the shiny face. It's inferior in every single way, where at the very least it should be on the same, base level of quality.
I'd even argue that because it came out, a few years later, it should, in theory, have been a better figure.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, unfortunately, they just kind of phoned it in a little bit for the Bad Batch Rex, and it's unfortunate.
And that is why Bad Batch number 6, Captain Rex, is a Black Series, a blunder.
Can I see that real quick? Sure. Thanks.
You really just did that. You probably broke the binoculars off, but now it's a better figure.
Oh no! I like displaying him with the binocs down and the rangefinder down. Just, he's got
He's locked in.
super long range.
He's locked in. How are you guys feeling about Bad Batch Captain Rex? Do you completely disagree with us about the masterpiece that is number 59? Hybrid, I know you do. So comment down below. Everyone, comment down below. What are you feeling? Are you a defender? Are you a supporter? Are you unsubbing from the channel after our disingenuous and horrible, just awful take? Whatever it is, let us know in the comments down below. Hit like and subscribe if you are new. We are always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. Join that channel membership if you want to support us. Join the Discord. That one's free. Whatever you want to do, do it. I'm Justin. Join with Nate.
Take care, everybody.
And we will see you guys in the next video.